UHC was a dying game mode. Well, until Hoplite came out.
GG's everybody, GG.
Oh my god, got him. Let's go.
Dang.
Let's go. Cause that's...
Destined to surpass Hypixel, Hoplite was one of the most unique servers Minecraft has ever seen, being the first to effectively implement the Battle Royale game mode into Minecraft, while simultaneously reviving UHC combat. The server was created by SpeedSilver, an extremely popular YouTuber with over 3 million subscribers, and averages over 10 million views on every single video. While in beta, Hoplite would average thousands of players. In fact, the queue was so long that it would take the average player around 30 minutes to an hour just to play the game. Based on what I just described, you'd think Hoplite would be a server made to last, especially since it was such a unique idea and created by such a popular creator in the space. However, that would prove to be far from the truth. On July 31st of 2023, a massive creator by the name of SpeedSilver would drop a bombshell on the entire Minecraft community with a tweet stating, "What if I had been secretly working on a server for the past year and was releasing it with my next video?" This tweet would amass over 50,000 views and spark the interest of other creators in the space. People really wanted to know what SpeedSilver was cooking up. As such a massive creator, known to make some of the best civilization videos in the game, it had to be massive. The official Hoplite launch would be set for September 30th of 2023. However, it would be pushed back a couple weeks due to unfortunate circumstances, but they would still post constant updates on cool things they were adding, most of these things being cosmetic, and we would see some of the first glimpses of Hoplite's signature Battle Royale game mode. What shocked most people was that the server was UHC-based combat, a PvP method that was extremely popular on Hypixel a few years prior, but lost a lot of its popularity over time. Viewers were interested to see how SpeedSilver was planning on reviving a PvP method that's been dead for so many years. On October 14th of 2023, the server would finally be released to the public. For the next few weeks, everyone and their mom wanted to play on Hoplite. Not only would they surpass 1,000 players only 3 days after the launch, but they would also manage to get over 2,000 concurrent players only 5 days after that. The growth of the server blew everyone's expectations out of the water. Many previous UHC YouTubers would come back to the game and create content on the server. Even current YouTubers like WreckRap2, Parrot, Sharpness, and MinuteTech would upload videos playing Hoplite and receive hundreds of thousands of views. These creators would express how much they enjoyed making content on the server, and for some of them, it even revived their channels. At this point, it was clear that if players weren't interested in playing on the server, they still enjoyed the content that came out of it. This would be proven further with the massive tournaments Hoplite would host, getting a bunch of massive creators to participate, with streams totaling tens of thousands of concurrent viewers. As time went on, Hoplite would continue to get frequent updates, adding new game modes including various variations of duels, which would receive mixed reviews. They would also add numerous additions to the Battle Royale game mode, including bug patches and also additions of new items. Some of these additions would be well received and others definitely would not. But this wouldn't change the fact that Hoplite was beginning to see its inevitable decline. Over the next few months, the player count would go down and down. People in the Minecraft community were beginning to question if Hoplite would ever be able to pass up Hypixel like it was predicted to. Now, the server is averaging 500 to 700 players, only a fraction of what it was averaging after launch, which still isn't really too bad from the looks of it. However, when you look at how many game modes they've added to the server, many of them literally average no players. This makes you wonder if the staff at Hoplite are prioritizing the right or wrong things when it comes to what they're adding to the server. So what can be done to fix Hoplite? I first want to mention that this video is specifically made to be constructive and not damage the reputation of Hoplite. Genuinely, I think what they've been able to do with the server, and most specifically the Battle Royale game mode, is insane. But there's a few problems that the community have been extremely vocal as of recently. While Hypixel nearly has endless game modes for people who want to enjoy Minecraft in any type of way, Hoplite only has 2, and they're both based around PvP. The reason that Hypixel has been able to stay alive for so many years is due to it not being based only around Minecraft PvP. They also have game modes like Build Battle, Party Games, and especially Hypixel Skyblock. This attracts all sorts of players who may not like to play PvP and just want to have fun with their friends. The major issue with Hoplite is that they're catering towards a very specific audience in the Minecraft community and not looking at the bigger picture. I also understand that Hoplite is specifically a PvP based server, but adding some party-like game modes might be a good idea. Not just that, but in order to compete and actually win games, you need to meet a certain skill set, which most players simply don't have. A simple solution to the high skill gap issue could be to add some sort of skill-based matchmaking. This should make the early game a lot better for new players and likely keep them playing the server for longer. Skill-based matchmaking has proven to be effective for newer players in games like Fortnite and Valorant. They can easily use stars to pair lower level players together and make the early games easier, assuming people aren't smurfing on new accounts. Another problem is basically every single battle royale game is the exact same. This may make it fun for the first few weeks of gameplay, but it's definitely not good for the longevity of the server. Once players get bored, they'll simply just move to another server. However, something very simple that Hoplite can do to keep players interested is constantly start new seasons and implement tons of new legendary weapons. This will keep the game fresh for experienced and new players. If the same legendaries are active for a long enough period of time, it trains more skilled players to obtain said legendaries and win every single game, which will ultimately make new players quit even sooner after being quick dropped by more experienced players. A simple solution to this would either be adding a random pool of legendaries in every single game and or random crafting recipes for each of the legendaries as well, which in turn will help fix the issue with the game being too repetitive. The final and most important issue I wanted to bring up was that many of the creators in the space completely stopped making videos on the server. Some of the most popular ones like Sharpness and Minute Tech felt as though there really wasn't much more content to create on the server, as the only end goal is to win, and trying to get the legendary weapons for every single video can get repetitive and boring. With the opportunities that many of these big creators have on servers like the LIFESTEAL SMP, why would they stick to Hoplite videos where they will only get a fraction of the views? Something cool that I think Hoplite could do is make things like custom games for select YouTube ranks. Imagine videos where creators could do massive tournaments with hundreds of their viewers. Not only would this make this good for videos, but it would also definitely contribute to the growth of the server, as more content would be created around it and players would be more motivated to get better at the game to win these custom games. So, does Hoplite have another chance of redemption? Hoplite is definitely a server that can thrive in the near future. To be fair, it is still a new server and they're trying to find things that work for their community. Over time, I think the people hating on Hoplite are going to be surprised at how much better it's going to get in the near future if they make the changes that are necessary.